Good morning. Today's video is on governing ourselves, a social studies lesson for class 5. If you happen to be a new viewer, do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for educational video updates. India is divided into many states and union territories. Presently, there are 28 states and 8 union territories in India. The Constitution of India has provided for a government at the center called the central government and a government in each state at the state level to govern the country in a proper way. The powers of the central government and the state governments are written in the Constitution of India. For example, defending the country is the responsibility of the central government. And looking after the matters of a state, like law and order within a state, is the responsibility of the state government. The central government extends help to the state governments when needed. Central government. The central government, also known as the union government, has the power to make laws for the country. The law-making body is known as the Parliament. The Parliament consists of the President of India and the two houses, namely the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is the highest law-making body in India. The members of Lok Sabha are elected directly by the people. Thus, it is known as the House of the People. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha is elected by the members of the Lok Sabha. The Speaker guides the proceedings in the Lok Sabha. The members of Lok Sabha are elected for a term of 5 years. The whole country is divided into areas called constituencies. The candidate who gets the highest number of votes in a constituency is declared elected as a member of Lok Sabha. He or she is then called a member of Parliament, in short MP. Lok Sabha can have a maximum of 552 members. Any Indian citizen who is about 25 years of age can contest in the elections of the Lok Sabha. Any Indian citizen who is 18 years and above can vote in the general elections. Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is also known as the upper house of the Parliament. The members of Rajya Sabha are not directly elected by the people, but they are elected by the members of the state legislative assemblies. Rajya Sabha can have a maximum of 250 members. 238 members are elected members and 12 members are nominated by the President of India. The tenure of the members of Rajya Sabha is 6 years. 1/3 of the members of Rajya Sabha retire every 2 years and they are replaced by new members. The Vice President of India is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. The President. The President of India is the head of the country. He or she is elected by the members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the state legislative assemblies. The President of India is elected for a period of 5 years. Here you can see a list of presidents of India from 1950 till date. Dr. Rajendra Prasad is the first President of Free India. Forming the government. India has a multi-party system. That is, there are many political parties in India, which is an important feature of our democracy. In a democracy, different political parties nominate their candidates for election and people vote to elect their representatives to the parliament. The political party that gets maximum number of candidates elected forms the government. The President of India appoints the leader of this party as the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister then forms the Union Cabinet that consists of the Council of Ministers. The ministers in the Union Cabinet can be either from Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. State government. Every state in India has a legislative assembly that makes laws for the state. Any Indian citizen who is 18 years of age and above can nominate for the assembly elections. The candidates elected by the people become the members of the Legislative Assembly, in short known as MLAs. They are elected for a term of 5 years. The governor. The governor is the head of the state. He or she is appointed by the President of India. His or her tenure in the office is for 5 years. After the assembly elections, the leader of the political party that gets maximum number of seats in the legislative assembly is invited by the governor to form the government. The leader of the party becomes the chief minister of the state. The judiciary. The Constitution of India provides for an independent judiciary. The Supreme Court in New Delhi is the highest judicial body in India. The High Court is the highest judicial body in a state. Each district of a state has a court called the District Court. The Chief Justice of India is the head of the judiciary of India and the head of the Supreme Court of India. There are many judges in the Supreme Court who are appointed by the President of India. Judgments given in a district court or high court can be challenged in the Supreme Court. The judgment given by Supreme Court of India is final in any legal case in India. Thank you and have a wonderful day.